Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. And in this video I'm going to be showing you all the Bedrock Edition exclusive blocks and items in Minecraft. So if you like Minecraft videos like this one, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft videos like this one. And so we will get started. So these are all the blocks and items that are currently exclusive to Minecraft Bedrock Edition. And I'll be going over all of these blocks in this video. Now, there are a couple of points I need to make here because I know there's going to be lots of comments about it. And that is that these are only blocks you can get in the game itself. So not using any third-party editors, inventory editors, stuff like that. So blocks like the old Nether Reactor Core, Invisible Bedrock, Reserved 6, all of those types of blocks are not included here since I just wanted to have the blocks that are already in Bedrock Edition on itself and you don't need any third-party software to get them. Furthermore, for none of these blocks you need to activate Education Edition, so all the blocks that you can get when activating Education Edition are also not included in this. So that's blocks like the camera and all the chemistry stuff, coding stuff, chalkboards, whatever. That's also all not included in this. This is just the blocks that are exclusive to Bedrock Edition and are available by either the creative inventory or commands. Alright, now that you have that stuff out of the way, we can get to these blocks and items. So I've put them all in a chest over here as well, so we can have a closer look. And so we'll start with the stuff that will get added to Java Edition for sure in the future. So that is the goat horn and the different Sculk blocks we have over here. So as for the goat horn, it was already added to Minecraft 1.17 in Bedrock Edition, and it was also originally planned for Java Edition. Of course, the goat mob has been added to Java Edition, but this goat horn has not. For some reason, we don't quite know why, and so we also don't know when this is going to get added to Java Edition, but it's here in Bedrock Edition and it's pretty cool. So you get it when a goat bumps into a tree, then it can drop its horn. And if you get the horn, then you can do this. Here we go. Let's look at ourselves in F5 mode and then just hold right click. Very nice, very nice. You can blow the horn and it makes the same sound that you hear when a raid starts in a village. So that is the goat horn, and then there's also the Sculk block. So there's the Sculk vein, the Sculk catalyst, the Sculk shrieker, and the Sculk block. If you want to know more about these blocks, I've already made a video on them. Link to that is in the top right hand side of your screen. But in general, these are the new Sculk blocks that will be added in Minecraft 1.19. They've already been added to the experimental toggle in Bedrock Edition. And that's also mainly why we're currently playing the Minecraft Bedrock beta version. These are not available in normal Minecraft Bedrock. All the other blocks here are though, so you should be able to get those if you're playing the normal Bedrock version and not on the beta. And so of course these will be added to Java Edition in 1.19, but they're already here in Bedrock right now, even though they sometimes don't really work, like the Sculk Shrieker. Very sad. It looks pretty cool though, with the two souls rotating around there. Very, very nice. But let's not spend too much time on those since I've already made an entire video covering them. So let's move over to the next items. So these are right over here. I have no idea what they are. They're super strange. They are long mundane potions. So there are a couple of basic potions in Minecraft and we can actually look at them right here. So there's the water bottle. Then there's the mundane potion, the long mundane potion, which I don't think exists in Java Edition, the thick potion, the awkward potion, and then all the potions with potion effects as well. Of course, the awkward potion is used the most. You can also use the mundane potion, I believe, for weakness in Bedrock Edition, and the thick potion is just not used at all. And so I guess the long mundane potion is just first adding redstone to a mundane potion. Let's actually try it out. So normal mundane potion, some blaze powder, and some redstone. Yeah, no, this definitely does not do anything. So no idea what these long mundane potions are about. So there's of course the normal long mundane potion, the splash version, and the lingering version as well. And yeah, you definitely don't get any effect if you use these. Nope. No effect at all. That's it. So those are quite strange. If you know what these long mundane potions are actually about, then let me know about it in the comments down below, so we know what these mean. Also, there are some glitches in this Bedrock beta. As you can see, if I'm looking at this chest, it changes color. That's quite strange. Then we have a couple of blocks I have treated earlier on already as well. And so I've mentioned these in my secret blocks and items videos on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. A link to those also in the top right hand side of your screen if you haven't watched them. But let's just go over them here then as well. So you can get these using commands. I'll leave all the commands for these blocks and items and how you can obtain them in the description down below. As well as you can copy them over and get these blocks for yourself in Bedrock Edition. So we have the allow and the deny blocks. So these basically just mean that any blocks above them you can or can't mine. And so this is then for adventure mode. So we'll place down an allow block, we'll place down a deny block, and so then if you place blocks above it, like this, 2 blocks above it, you can place blocks all the way up to build limit in general. But if we then now go into adventure mode like this, you can see that we can't break any blocks, no hitboxes, and here we can break this block because it's above the allow block, just like this block is both above the allow block. We can actually also place blocks on here on top of the allow block, but not anywhere else. And of course we also can't break these blocks above the deny block, but if we go into survival mode, here we go. Now of course we can place blocks wherever we want because this is survival mode, but we can't break these blocks above the deny block. But once we go below the deny block, as you can see, we can break those blocks. That's totally fine. Only blocks above the deny block we can't break. And of course, then we can also not place any blocks on top of the deny block. But we can place them anywhere else. So that's how those 2 blocks work. Then there's also the border block, which, yes, as it already sounds like, is a border. So it works like a wall. You can place it down like a normal wall, but it has some special properties. And so if we go into survival mode, as you can see, if you try to walk up against it, nothing happens. We can't go over it. As you can see, you just can't pass the border. You can't go over. You also can't go under it. If you try, you'll just get stopped. You can also not even break these blocks down here. And you can also not place any blocks on top of the border. So it's just a border for players in survival mode and also in adventure mode, of course. And so if you try to throw an ender pearl over it, that does work, even though we just got caught in this weird cave down there. There we go, as you can see, we're on the other side of the border now. Let's try it again. So on this side of the border in survival mode, and we throw an ender pearl to the other side and we go straight through. So yeah, it's not completely impenetrable, but if you're not using ender pearls and stuff like that, you can't pass the border. Then next we have a block that, yeah, probably should not be included in here, but I still wanted to show it off because I still think it's strange. Shown this off before, but this is the structure void. So this is available in Java Edition as well. And it has to do with the structure block. If you want to know more about this, then I will also leave a link to a video on a tutorial for the structure block in the top right hand side of your screen, where I also explain how the structure void works. But in Java Edition, the structure void just has a single texture and you actually can't really see it that well. So in Bedrock Edition it's very strange because there's 2 different textures. There's this red texture with the little red borders on the side. And there's the blue texture, but as you can see, yeah, the blue texture doesn't even work anymore. So this is always changing. In the previous video, this blue block was able to be placed down, but now it isn't. And yeah, it's quite odd actually. So in my inventory, there are 2 different blocks, but they work exactly the same. And so once again, commands for these will be in the description down below. And so this is just one of these blue blocks in an invisible item frame, since I couldn't place it on the ground because then it just turns into the red version. Also strangely, if I hold this structure void in my hand it's blue and in the hotbar it's red. Yeah, it's a very strange block and works in very strange ways here in Bedrock Edition. So then we'll move on to these purple blocks. Now these don't look like something exclusive because these are just normal purple blocks, right? Well, not quite, no. These are chiseled purple and smooth purple. Yeah. They look exactly the same as a normal purple block. So this is the normal purple block. And as you can see, no difference between them at all. The only difference is the name. And of course also the block itself. Because if we, for example, middle click this block, you will see that it does know that this is a smooth purple block. It does know this is a chiseled purple block, and it does know this is a purple block. So there are 3 distinct blocks in the game, or at least 3 distinct data values. And so for some reason the chiseled purple actually has a real name, so it's actually called chiseled purple, while the smooth purple is just called tile purple block smooth.name. Yes, very, very odd blocks. So these are definitely not available in Java Edition, but it would be really cool to get some more purple blocks, right? Because most of these types of blocks have the different variants, although purple doesn't for some reason. So when we go to Blackstone, there's, for example, example, the chiseled version, the bricks version, and the smooth version or polished version. Same with, for example, deep slate. There's chiseled deep slate, there's normal deep slate, and polished deep slate. So for all of these types of blocks, there's always a polished version and there's a chiseled version. These don't exist for Purple, but like half exist in Bedrock Edition because the blocks are here, but the textures definitely aren't. Some of these might be added in a future update, we don't really know. And then there is just one more item left. And that is a spawn egg right over here for the NPC. And so this has changed a little bit in Bedrock Edition. So in previous versions, you could just give the player spawn egg. But as you can see, that now doesn't work anymore. It's no longer related to the data of the spawn egg item. All the different spawn eggs are now just completely different items. And so this means there is not really an NPC spawn egg here. As you can see, if I try to type an NPC spawn egg, it isn't there. And so for this one, I will show you how to get them. All the other ones will just be in the description down below. And so this is a little bit of a roundabout way, but it works. So you just have to stay in the game and you have to use a different command. So for this we use the summon command, because for the summon command, yes, the NPC is here. So we summon an NPC like this, and then if we throw away this NPC spawn egg, look at the NPC and middle click or whatever that is bound to for you. There we go, we get the NPC spawn. Actually, that's just using the pick block feature. And so that's this one over here. For me, it's set to button 3 or the middle mouse button. But you can also bind it to any control you want on your controller down here in the controls section. And then you can get, indeed, the NPC spawn egg. And then you can spawn more in yourself with the spawn egg. And of course, these NPCs are customizable and you can make them say whatever you want and activate commands and stuff like that. And there's, of course, a lot of different NPCs you can choose from, whichever you want to add in here. There we go. Beautiful NPC. And so that is the last Bedrock Edition exclusive item. If I've missed any, please let me know about it in the comments down below. Of course, do keep in mind that none of the blocks and items were added that you have to use an inventory editor for, or you have to activate Education Edition for. So there we go. That's the blocks and items exclusive to Minecraft Bedrock Edition. If you want me to make a similar video for Minecraft Java Edition, then please let me know about it in the comments down below as well. So lots for you to comment about. There we go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft videos like this one. I want to thank my tier 3 member, the Smikkelaar. Thank you so much for becoming a tier 3 member. If you also want to become a member, click the blue join button below the video to check out the different tiers. But there we go. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all in the next one. So until then, bye bye.